Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston, and in this tutorial we're going to be creating the exit menu item. So we could go ahead and add a new class to our favorites viewer tray, but we don't need to create a new file. All we need to do is create a class within our web favorite menu item. So we'll call it public class exit menu item, and then we'll just go ahead and press enter, and we need to have it inherit from menu item so that we can use it as a menu item just like all of our favorites. So we need to create a constructor for this. So we'll do public sub new. So whenever a new exit menu item is created, we're going to set the text of that, which is the caption of the menu item. We're going to set that equal to exit. So once this is created, text is going to be equal to exit. So now what we need to do is we need to access the click event of this menu item. So we'll come over here to exit menu item, and we'll open up the events for that, and we'll click on the click event. So whenever exit menu item has been clicked, we just want to type application dot exit. So what this does is it uses application, which is let's read the description here. It provides static methods and properties to manage an application, to start and stop an application, and to do other stuff. So it's going to access our application that we've created, or our .exe, and .exit. Now this is self-explanatory. It says informs all message pumps that they must terminate, and then closes all application windows after the messages have been processed. So what that means is basically if there's let's say a message box open, once you click OK, it's going to exit the application. So now that we've created our web favorite menu item and our exit menu item, we're going to have to add those to our notify icon. So we'll go ahead and come over here into form1.vb, and under form1 visible change, we want to go ahead and access the load event. So we can do this by just clicking form1 events, and we can scroll until we find load. So this will add the form1 load event. So whenever the form1 loads, we want to go ahead and create an object of the favorites class. So we'll just create it inside of form1 so that it's not created when the form1 loads. So we will type public favorites as new favorites, or we'll do internet favorites. So we created an object of favorites, and what favorites does is it creates a collection of web favorite objects and stores them so that we can use them. So it reads through all your favorites, stores them in web favorite objects, and then adds those to the collection so that we can use them. So we have our web favorite here. Let's go to form1. So we have our favorite right here, so public favorites as new internet favorites, and whenever the form loads, we just want to scan the favorites. So favorites.scan favorites. And now what we need to do is create a context menu. So we'll call it object menu as new context menu. And I forgot to do this in the previous tutorial and in this tutorial, but full credit for this program goes to the writers of Beginning Microsoft Visual Basic 2008, Theron Willis and Brian Newsom. They created this great app, and I am teaching you guys how you can make it yourself. So a context menu would be like this whole menu right here, this whole file menu. So new project would be a menu item, open project would be a menu item, open file would be a menu item, and then this whole thing is a context menu. And now this isn't going to take any arguments. So go ahead, put this code in if you haven't already. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And then if you don't have any questions, move on to the next tutorial.